Well, there, welcome you on the show 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. We just have to look at that wonderful performance from Egypt as they came so and conquer in Nigeria for the Under-19 Africa Girls Championship in volleyball. Welcome you once again on 360 Sport for the weekend. A lot of activities that we'll be looking at on this show. We'll be talking about all the matches that will be played this weekend, all the international friendly. Right now we are on FIFA window, at least where international friendlies have been played, and also UEFA Nations League. Some have actually played, while some will be coming up today and also on Sunday. Well, we'll be starting from the review of the week. The biggest story that actually made so many Nigerians happy for the fact that World Athletics ratifies Toby Asmus's victory at the World Athletics. She ran 12.12 seconds, and that particular record is now ratified and confirmed by World Athletics. Good one for the Nigerian, who recently has been doing so well when it comes to hurdles, 100-meter hurdles for ladies. Toby Asmus has really shown like million stars. She's done well for Nigeria, and right now she has been celebrated by the federal government, where she's actually been offered the OON. Well, right now, if you mention Toby, just add OON to it. So Toby Asmus getting the 12.12 seconds race he ran at Eugene, Oregon, over there in USA, sometime in July this year. Right now, she has that particular record to her name, the fastest woman when it comes to hurdles so far in this sport. Well, joining me to talk sport this hour is Joseph Peter. Good to have you, Joseph.
Good to have you, sir.
Now, looking at Toby Asmus, really, she deserved this. She's really done well for herself. The fact that the 12.06 does not stand because they said it's wind aided, but at least the 12.12 second is standing. The former record was by Kenny Harrison. That's 12.20, 12.20, and now she has 12.12. And that particular record has been confirmed by the governing body of athletics in the world.
That is good coming from Toby Asmus. She deserves it. It's like the whole thing now has been engraved. Like it has been confirmed now that, okay, you are the world record holder for this particular record. It's a good thing. If you notice, the accolades that keeps going to Toby Asmus has refused to die down from one thing to another thing to another for a stretch of months now. And it's a good thing for her. And she totally deserve it. We're happy, and thank God we now know that nobody will come and dispute the record and say I'm this, I'm that. No, we know that Toby Asmus is actually the record holder, and it's a great thing for this country and for her.
A great thing for Toby Asmus, who right now her record is standing, at least acknowledged by the World Athletics. Aside her, we have others too who actually got that particular confirmation, the likes of Duplantis, who did well in pole vault, and you also have Tebogo of Botswana, who also did well in World Junior Athletics, not forgetting McLaughlin, who also did well when it comes to 400-meter women race. Good one there, Toby Asmus, the star from Nigeria, ever global as they call her. Good one for the lady who really, right now, she's smiling to the bank for the fact that she took that particular sport seriously. Whatever sport you find yourself, don't ever feel underrated. Keep doing it. You never can tell. I still recall vividly when Toby was coming third, fourth, fifth, second, and it was as if when will she ever come first? But finally, she has actually dominated this year. She won the Diamond League. She also won the Commonwealth Games, and also the biggest one, the World Athletics Championship in Eugene, Oregon. 12.12. That record is standing, and worldwide, it's a Nigerian who has done this. And we are here to celebrate her, looking at the review of the week concerning that particular story. While we are still looking at the week, we quickly look at Team Nigeria, that's Nigerian Super Eagles. They played a friendly yesterday to let you know, although a lot of Nigerians are not happy for the fact that we play against Algeria's second team. That is the Team B, like Chan Eagles. Algeria Chan Eagles now, or Chan Foxes. We played 2-2. In fact, they scored us first. And you have to look at Nigeria playing against Algerian second team, and we played 2-2. And a lot of people are right now, what happened to Eagles?
You know, Mr. Adeni, when I saw the match, I was not even concerned with the results, all right? The whole thing surrounding the match is not actually, why are we playing the Chan Eagles?
No, just to at least, they said, according to the news actually featuring in, they want to use to fine-tune the team before they will play. They will play the Desert Forces on Tuesday, before they play the main Algerian team. Then let them use this. At least it's been a while that Eagles played. Let them use it to fine-tune. But while they are fine-tuning, we play 2-2.
Exactly. Then fine-tuning. A friendly match is also fine-tuning. As long as you are not in a competition, you are fine-tuning.
Of course.
Fine-tune with somebody worthy of that. You are playing the Chan Eagles. Now, what that match did, I know what I'm saying. What it did is it destroyed their confidence. Whatever confidence they are trying to gather, whatever momentum they are trying to build has just been tarnished now. Because they will be like, as a player, I'll be like, okay, I just face these people's Chan, their local footballers.
Local players.
I just play their local players now, and I'm about to play their main guys. I mean,
who were playing Europe together.
Yeah, who were playing Europe together, and I couldn't even beat these people. And you know how that destroys confidence? It destroys any kind of momentum somebody tries to build. That is my worry with this kind of matches. If Desert Foxes are not available for you to play them, then get another African team, a national team, the first squad, play against them, then play Desert Warriors. And it's fine.
And not the team B.
Not the team B. And now look at it. Look at the performance of Maduka Okoye, for God's sake. He was past the ball. He held the ball until a striker came and took the ball off his leg, and they scrambled before you know it's a goal. Very, very shameful. And this is another mistake again. Let's not forget the one from Ghana. Let's not forget the one from Ghana. Let's not forget how a simple goal he could have stopped that he could not stop. I don't know. I feel like since maybe Enyama and maybe Kyle Ikeme. We've not had.
So after Enyama, Ikeme, we don't find it easy with goalkeeping department.
His stint was short because of his injury. But
the cancer or thereabout.
And thank God he was able to. He conquered cancer, and we're happy for him. But since him, I don't think we've had anything good in goalkeeping. I don't know why. Is it that the league cannot produce a great keeper? I'm
sure we have goalkeepers that are good enough in Nigeria. It's just to have the confidence in them. For example, I can mention, right now, we brought in Adeni from Israel. Then you look at Akpeyi, Uzoho, Okoye. It seems, is it that they are kind of nobody can dislodge us. We are untouchable. Because if they can give chance to so many. You look at Nigerian local, that's the MPFL.
Yes, sir.
20 teams. Are you telling me that Kayode Bankole of Remo Stars, Eyimba goalkeeper, the Plateau United goalkeeper with his experience and all that, Rivers United goalkeeper, they can bring these guys together, and at least little by little he just begins to see that competition should be there.
Then we need decision in that aspect. Because honestly, I followed a bit of Maduka Okoye, and I saw a bit of Akpeyi in South Africa. I mean, what I've seen is not really impressive for them to become the goalkeepers of the national team. Even Okoye, he's on the bench. Why is he starting? It's better to get a local footballer. When you were mentioning clubs, the one of Plateau United, I cannot really remember his name, but he caught my attention because I've actually heard about that player locally. And I know that he's a very good keeper. I know that there used to be a very good keeper at Enugu Rangers too. But I don't know, is it that just because they are local players, that's why they cannot be fielded into the post? I mean, whoever can stop the goal should be the one in, not minding if he plays in Division 10. I don't care. That's how football rolls. That's how football works. Whoever gives the result gets to start. But in the goalkeeping aspect of the Nigerian national team, it has been really, really poor, and nothing has been done about it for a long time now, and something needs to be done.
Something must be done. Looking at Nigeria playing against the Team B of Algeria, we managed to score 2 goals, Cyril Dessa and Alexi Wobi. But really, Nigerians are not too happy for the fact that we play against the Task Forces Team B, even though, yeah, we're a good one for the fact that we play a draw. But how happened that we couldn't pick another country to play with? Well, from the way it is, at least they got a draw. We'll be facing them fully on Tuesday in an international friendly there. While we're looking at event for the week, let's look at another one that happened. Well, quickly, we have to talk about the international friendlies that were being played. Brazil, they also did well against Ghana. They defeated Ghana 3-0. Rafinha, the man of the moment, scoring the brace there. Good one for Brazil. You just have to look at that. While we're struggling with Algeria,
we are busy
struggling with Algerian Team B, Brazilian, the Samba boys, we're actually doing well against the Black Stars of Ghana.
It's a normal thing.
And someone said something that, what if it was Nigeria that played this game? They could have given us 5-0.
Yeah.
To be candid. Let's not deceive ourselves because Ghana got beat 3-0 and then we say, oh, if it's Nigeria. Well, they could have given us 5.
Ghana were a better team even when they came to
Nigeria here
to play against us. And like I said, like I was talking about our goalkeepers and our friendly match the other time. If it were Brazil that the goalkeeper played like this against, then you can imagine the kind of goals we would have taken in. But it's normal for Ghana. I feel like it's normal based on standards for Ghana to lose against Brazil. Maybe the goal margin 3-0.
But I love the fact that they play this game because it will actually boost their confidence playing against such a huge team like Brazil. I'm expecting a lot from Ghana at the World Cup. I have that belief that they will actually shock the world.
Okay, maybe they will do a Senegal.
Yes.
I don't know.
Senegal, France.
Yeah, Senegal, France. Maybe they will do that. But we will wait and watch to see. But playing Brazil in a friendly is actually a good
It's a very good one for them. At least picking the world best when it comes to football. It's always a very good one. At least it will boost your confidence and give you that morale booster that, okay, if anybody's coming, we are ready.
We are ready, yeah, you're right. And looking at Brazil, the 2 things that are outstanding, or maybe 3. Brazil, when it comes to players, really, not just performance. When it comes to performance, France is very poor. They are very, very poor, but they have a lot of players. You begin to look at the French national team and you wonder, as a coach, it's very, very difficult for you to make a selection. But they are not really winning matches. Look at the league table in the UEFA Nations League. I think they are 3rd with just 4 points or 5 points or so. But when it comes to material, they have it. Look at Brazil now. The 3 duos that are doing good, doing very well at Arsenal, we are not even among the squad. Gabriel Jesus is not there. Magalhaes is not there. Martinelli is not there.
And yet they were able to do
Richarlison of Tottenham. That I was like, he's not really doing much this season with Tottenham, but they called him up and he's been prolific anytime he plays for the Brazilian national team, and 2 goals for him. And kudos to the Brazilian national team.
While we're talking about international friendly, Egypt also did well. They defeated Niger Republic. They are good one for Mo Salah, who actually was unsung in that game. Good one for Egypt, at least after their outstar from World Cup and all that. But they are happy. They are trying to get back to their football style. And really, it's at least going well. It's just like Egypt, Italy, Nigeria, not going to the World Cup. We look at, wow. Somebody actually look at it. Italy, they are not going for the World Cup. Egypt, they are not going. And Nigeria. But ours is kind of, let's just leave it as the way it is.
You know, when you compare cases, I suggest we don't even mention Nigeria's cases. When it comes to Italy, Italy were giving it all. They were giving it all their best. Egypt too did that. They were not lucky at Senegal in their last qualifier. All right? But when it comes to Nigeria, it's a shambles. We had the ball in our court. We had our decision to make. Like, it was all in our hands to take ourselves to the World Cup in the Abuja Stadium here, but we couldn't. So I suggest we leave out Nigeria. But for Italy, this is the second World Cup they are missing. I feel like this is the second World Cup they are missing, and it's not good for them considering the amount of talents they have and bringing their league into consideration. But then it has happened. But they are taking it the right way, and the victory against England is actually a very, very fantastic victory. Although I look at these national teams like, okay, Italy, Egypt and Nigeria, and I be like, what are they even playing these friendly matches for? the very, very most important games that you people are supposed to win, you did not play and win them. It's this ones now that you are coming to beat England, to mount pressure on England that is going to World Cup.
Oh my goodness. What's the way to go? Well, when we're talking about friendly, Argentina also did well against Honduras. They won their game. Lionel Messi showing his mesmerized style of playing football. He was able to loop a particular ball there. Good one for Messi, at least one way or the other. The man wants to see if he can make it to the World Cup, and hopefully maybe he can make it. That's just the goal there, where he was able to make that a very maybe cheeky or loopy, I will call it, but he scored that goal. Good one for Argentina against Honduras.
It's a cheeky goal, and it's a Messi kind of goal. He's the only one that has the eyes to do all these kind of things. I respect him for that. And lately, I feel like for the past 2 years, it has been good. Kind of good for him when it comes to the national team. Initially, at the beginning of his career, it wasn't really like that, but now it is okay. So it's good for Messi.
Good one for Messi, Brazil, and also Egypt for winning their friendly matches that they play. Although Nigeria played 2-2 against Algeria, Team B. Now let's go UEFA Nations League. UEFA Nations League, some matches will actually play on Friday. Let's look at the results of those games that were actually played by all the teams that play in the UEFA Nations League. I will talk about Hungary. Hungary actually beat Germany. Hungary did well. They pipped them by a lone goal, and you look at it, well, that game was coming up. We look at, Germany with the squad and all that. But Hungary, they showed their class that really they were former champions. They have a lot of record when Ferenc Puskás actually make them to be known all through the world. But right now, Hungary football, you just can't underrate them. They did well against Germany, Szoboszlai, scoring that goal. And you look at Italy also. Italy beat England, like you said. Where was this goal or this when they were supposed to go to qualify for World Cup, and now they are trying to do this against England, who are actually going to the World Cup. But this is a competition, UEFA Nations League, and to let you know, they've actually relegated England.
Yeah, I'm aware that they relegated England, and I know that it's a competition. But where was it? Like you said, where was it? This performance, this goal, when they needed it most, where was it? It was missing. It wasn't there. Now in a lesser competition, they are giving it.
Maybe they just woke up from their slumber. It just dawned on them. That's why. That's just the point.
Okay, dawned on them. Fine, but I'd like to believe that they wanted it more now. They didn't think they would lose it, and then when they lost it, they woke up and they're like, this is Italy, we have to really begin to put on performances, and that's them putting on performances.
But for England, really, it's been a very shaky one. Really, England right now, they've 500 minutes out there, but I want to talk about minutes and how many matches now that they've not been able to win, and they are going to the World Cup
England have
in the next 2 months.
England have not won matches, last 5 matches they've not won, and they are going to the World Cup, and then they are playing an Asian team that is winning friendlies that they are not even supposed to win. Iran was able to beat and defeat Uruguay yesterday. It
was an unbelievable result.
It was an unbelievable result. And then, you know, Southgate needs to come out and take a bold decision. This is the moment when you take a kind of decision that shocks everybody, and then it works out for you. If it doesn't work out for you, fine, it was going bad anyway. I mean, if I were him, I wouldn't stick with the most senior national players now. And then he did something wrong. Why was he playing Bukayo Saka as a wing-back in that match? It shocked everybody. You limit that boy. You know what he can do with the ball. Allow him to go forward.
Actually, a lot of people are looking at, was it intentional just to belittle his performance? Because the way you actually played him, it doesn't suit his style.
It doesn't suit him. He just won the Player of the Year award. Encourage him, boost his morale to give you results in the World Cup.
And then you draw him
back. I don't know what is happening there, but the way things are going for England is really not going to help them in the World Cup, because you can't go into the World Cup losing games, and there's just one game before the World Cup. And do you know who the one game is against? Germany. So you tell me what is wrong, as in, like, he needs to do something, and he needs to do it now. And I think if I were the one, I would drop some senior players for more younger players.
Sure Maguire is among them.
Maguire is among them.
What's the way to go? Maguire is in trouble worldwide. Well, we've been talking about UEFA Nations League, where teams like Italy, they did well against England. They actually relegated them by defeating them. And you look at Hungary also pipping Germany in their own game there. Well, we'll have to go on a break now to let you have a feel of what happened between Plateau United and Stade Manji in Abuja.
I feel very great and happy. At least coming all the way from just come and watch the game in Abuja, we really expected the boys to play well, which they did. No, the both parties, they really did well. But I needed my team, Plateau United, to win because we need to go for the next leg. So I'm so happy we won. The boys really did well. But at the end, in some of the midfield, we are not really at their top 10. But we thank God they still came over. Like, we thank God they won. Our coach is really doing well with the boys. So we hope and we pray that we're going to win there too.
Very well, we were scared because when you look at the tactical play of the game, of the Gabonese, they are tactical on their first half. I think they are waiting for the second half. You can see the way they played the second half. So the first half was a tactical game from the Gabonese to hold the team at that draw stage so that when they come back second half, they will unleash what they know to the team. Unfortunately, the home team used their knowledge to do that. So that is the point.
Welcome back. Good one there. Plateau United against Stade of Gabon. 1-0, and that was it. And they were able to qualify for next round. They'll be facing Experience of Tunisia, and hopefully they can scale through. Now let's move on to talk about events that actually broke out. Let's talk about National Sports Festival. National Sports Festival postponed. Yes, supposed to come up right now. The date actually changed. It will be coming up by 28th November to 10th December. From formerly was supposed to be from 2nd November, but right now it has been moved to 28th due to facilities completion coming from Delta State. They just have to fix some facilities there at the stadium they will be using for the National Sports Festival. In a letter that was actually addressed coming from the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sport Development, they just have to convey this particular information to Nigerians to let them know that the event that's supposed to come on 2nd to 15th will now come on from 28 November to December 10. Well, they actually regretted any issue there, well, inconvenience rather. But from the way it is, it's better at least let's fix every facility that we need to fix before this event starts, so that there won't be any issue of bad news here and there. But good one, at least that National Sports Festival will be coming up still this year by from 28th to 10th December. Now, let's talk football. As we talk about India 2022, looking at Team Nigeria, that's the under-17 girls, the one they call Flamingos. They will be going to India to participate at the World Cup. Well, the coach actually released a 21 list, 21 ladies list there. Good one. Olowokere picks Dazozu, Ajakaye, 19 others for World Cup. And we look at the list of those ladies that have been picked by Coach Ajakaye. Quickly, let's look at the list of those players. Good one for Olowokere, who did well picking Dazozu, Ajayi and others. Faith Omilano, Linda Juwaku, Jessica Injiama. You have defenders, Olamide Oyinlola, Joseph Edafe, Comfort Folorin Shaw, Miracle Usani, Tuminino Additional, Blessing Sunday, Alashe Atabal, Immaculate Ofyong. In the midfield, you have Chidera Okenwa, Blessing Emmanuel, Mary Adiremi, Bisola Musaku, Taiwo Afolabi. In forward, you have Omomi Bello, Okwemi Ajakaye, Edidiang Etim, Alvin Dazozo, and you have Yetunde Anyon Tosho. Those are the players, the 21 Flamingos finally picked by Coach Olowokere there. They will be the one to play at the World Cup for Nigeria, and they will be moving from next week. They should be going to Turkey first, where they'll be having some camping, 10 days camping in Turkey to get used to the weather. So they are close to India. Then they're actually moving to India to participate. They'll be facing Czech Republic, Germany, and New Zealand in the games that will be coming up.
Seeing the people, the clubs, the teams they will be facing, it's actually going to be a tough one for them. They need to put all their energy, prepare very well. Because I am actually looking up to them to produce players for the national team. We don't have them now. But this is a good opportunity for them to go out there, perform well, improve, develop, and then maybe they will stand a chance to help our women national team in moving the squad forward.
And there's something bad in it. If they perform very well, you can pick from the under-17s to play for Falcons.
There's nothing bad in it.
Yes.
As long as you can represent and give performance. In sports, you are allowed to play any age grade competition. So all they need to do now as they get this chance is to put on the work. I'm sure the players individually know that there are actually gaps in the Falcons squad. All they need to do is give out their best, show that they can do it, and I'm quite certain that they will get their chances.
Well, we've been talking about the Nigerian team. Well, anytime Nigeria goes out, it's Team Nigeria. But this time around, the Flamingos, under-17 ladies, the girls are ready to go because recently they actually went to the India High Commission where they were hosted. And right now, the ladies are battle ready to move into India. At least they want to go there to conquer the world. New Zealand, Germany, and Czech Republic should be ready because Nigeria are ready too. Well, the World Cup will be starting soon, October 11th, thereabout. They will be facing all these teams, and we wish the team all the best. 21 players released by Coach Olowokere there. Now, let's move away from that and quickly, let's look at the fixtures of the, that's the UEFA Nations League fixture that will be coming up. UEFA Nations League will be played this weekend, today and also on Sunday. Quickly, let's look at the fixture of Saturday and also Sunday, as we have another island. We're playing against Kosovo, Greece, Cyprus, Czech Republic against Portugal, Spain, Switzerland, Armenia, Ukraine, Republic of Ireland against Scotland. That would be a battle of the land countries. Israel against Albania, Slovenia, Norway, and you have Serbia versus Sweden. We'll be looking at Czech Republic, Portugal, Spain, Switzerland, and Serbia, Sweden. Those three matches, Joseph, these are big matches. Czech Republic, Portugal. Although another chance for Ronaldo to add to his tally.
To add to his tally and keep winning. He's a winner. That's one thing I like about Ronaldo. He's always a winner. Before their previous match, he was awarded an award. I can't remember what the award is, but I think he got an award. That's Ronaldo-like. Ronaldo is always winning, and I'm happy for him. And in that award, do you know what he said? He said he hopes to play the next World Cup, the forthcoming World Cup,
also Euro.
And also Euro. I was like, Ronaldo, he needs to rest. I mean, but like...
Well, I think he's actually trying to model himself after Zlatan. Zlatan is 40, even more than right now, and he's still playing, although injury is setting in. But Ronaldo is also looking at, okay, I'm 37 now, I can play 3 more years, then I'll hang the boots.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's also this rumor about him wanting to play with his son, or the son wanting to play with him. All right, so Ronaldo will, I believe, will take the day against Czech Republic. Czech Republic, they are a very good team. They have good players. If you look around Europe, they have one of the finest players in Europe. But I don't think they can stand, even though they are playing at home, I don't think they can stand the current Portuguese national team.
But football can just be very dicey. No one saw Hungary beating Germany happening.
I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it. You know why? I looked at Hungary beating England home and away. I looked at the fact that Germany are not that fantastic like they used to be.
Okay.
And then you look at the table and the whole setting, it just points toward, at least I had a doubt that I am not sure Germany was going to win that match. And even if I was going to stake on that game, I wasn't going to stake on Germany winning the game. I had the feeling they would lose, and they lost. At least. So I knew that was going to happen. If you look at the major national team going into the World Cup, the top national teams, they are not really doing good, except for Spain. Look at all of them, you see that.
Okay, for you mentioning Spain will be facing Switzerland. That's another big one.
Another tough game there. Switzerland are having Alexander Isak, who is, everybody is looking up, although I don't really rate him, but people are thinking this is going to be some form of challenge. But Spain will always be Spain. Currently, they have discovered this balance and this form with their young team, and they are winning matches. And I'm sure they will win this one. This one is not going to be an exception.
De La Rogers, they'll be back again to show class against Switzerland. That was another one there. Well, Serbia, Sweden. You look at Serbia, Sweden, very tricky match. If you look at Sweden against Serbia, I think this is where you're supposed to, maybe this is where you are trying to mention Isak.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. The other team is Switzerland. Switzerland.
Now this is Serbia now.
This is Serbia now.
Sweden.
Isak
is from Sweden.
Is from Sweden.
Yes.
I thought he's from Switzerland.
No, Sweden.
Okay. Umbolo is the other player.
Mbolo is from Switzerland.
Umbolo is from Switzerland. Okay, anyway, this is a good game. It's going to be a very, very entertaining encounter. Both teams are ball-playing teams. That's one thing that I know. Sweden and Serbia, they are all ball-playing teams. And they will give a good performance, and they will give a good entertainment. But as to who will come out victorious, I'm not really sure. I can go for a draw, but then Serbia is at home, so anything can happen. Yeah.
Well, anything can happen in football. Let's look at Sunday fixtures in UEFA Nations League. I've been looking at the fixtures coming up this weekend. Well, UEFA Nations League for Sunday. Quickly, let's look at Austria, Croatia. Big one there. Two teams that know how to play football. Denmark, France. Although France defeated them earlier, now they'll be facing them again. Denmark will be playing home. Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, Belarus against Slovakia, Andorra, Latvia, Liechtenstein, Moldova. And you have Netherlands against Belgium. Big one there. Wales, Poland, Faroe Island against Turkey, Lithuania versus Luxembourg. But let's look at Austria, Croatia. Peters, you look at this game. Croatians, aside look at Modric alone, you look at the entire squad, very quiet, but they are very, very good.
Individually, they are all almost doing well in their club. That's what people don't know. You follow the Croatian national team, you see that aside Modric, everybody thinks it's just Modric, but it's not just Modric. The other players are doing very, very well in their clubs. And then Austria too. Austria plays good football, and they are also a very, very good team to watch out. But because of Modric, who is always a difference in any game, I'll go for...
He controls in Marshall in midfield.
Yeah, I'll go for Croatia because of Modric.
Well, let's see what Modric will be offering against Austria. A big match there, good one there. Still talking about this event, Netherlands, Belgium. Netherlands, Belgium, another big match that will be coming there, because you look at Belgium, like one analyst said yesterday, this is the right time for them to win trophy. They have the players, the crop of players they have now, they deserve to win trophy. When you begin to look at the names alone, it's enough for them to do well. Despite not having Lukaku, Hazard, the younger brother Torgan, you look at Excel, you look at Batshuayi, all of them are there. And if you swap to Netherlands too, yes, they have players that are good enough. Depay, De Jong, all of them are there. But it's a kind of balanced match.
The match is going to be a star-studded match. If you look at the both teams, they have been doing very, very well. The other time I was mentioning national teams are doing good, and I said Spain only. It's not actually Spain only. It's these three national teams. It's Spain, Belgium and the Netherlands. They've been winning their matches in the UEFA Nations League, and they have been doing very, very well. But you talk about Hazard. I don't think he has resurgent. I don't think he's anything.
Gotten his groove back, right?
He has not gotten back his groove. If you speak about his brother Togan and a lot of other players, we have Axel Witsel at the defense. They are all good players that they are parading, and I feel like if Belgium does not win anything with this crop of players, this generation, I don't think it will be a long time before we hear from them again. But right now, they have a lot of young players spread around Europe. And then looking at Netherlands also, they have great team now. There's a right time for them to also resurface, because they were actually a force in the national team's games before, but now they like kind of faded away. But now they are coming up back again. Yeah, they are coming up, and I expect them to actually be a very, very important threat to Belgium. I don't expect Belgium to win this game.
Well, I'm looking at it like it's kind of balanced. Both Belgium and Netherlands are right now having best couple of players in their kitty now. They are ready to fight for honors. Even though you might want to rate Belgium higher because of their performance, and say, okay, Netherlands, they've always been having players, but collectively they don't get a result. It's always very surprising. When you look back at the World Cup, I still remember when they did so well, Sneijder and the rest of the squad, and they couldn't just pick it up. And you look at the Dutch players, how good they are individually. By the time you start mentioning them, we won't leave the studio. But really, it's high time Netherlands just have to come up with that style of trying to win games.
There's something that they have always been missing.
Trophies, rather.
There's something that they have always been missing. And nobody knows what it is. I feel like it's a spark, the hunger, the desire, because really,
to win trophies.
Yes, because really, I have never seen a situation where Netherlands does not have players, talented players spread around.
Because if you check England, Spain, Italy, you have them there.
They are always
most of the best team. Barcelona, Real Madrid. There was a time that Real Madrid banked on most of their players. Barcelona, in England, you look at Arsenal, Manchester United. All of these guys, they play there. They did well. Even in Germany, Bayern Munich. But by the time they come together as a team, to win trophies is always very difficult for Netherlands.
I don't know if that is a technical thing or maybe a coaching thing, I would say. I don't know if it's a coaching thing, but even if it's a coaching thing, it has lasted too long. It has lasted too long, and they need to really, something has to be done. They've always had the players, always had the players, and they used to be a force in the internationals, but now they are not anymore.
Well, we've been looking at UEFA Nations League Saturday and Sunday fixtures, where we talked about the ones that have been played on Friday. Good one there, all the matches that will be coming up Saturday and Sunday, the UEFA Nations League. And now let's leave that and quickly look at international friendlies. It's FIFA window. We look at all the matches that will be coming up for this weekend. Quickly on Saturday, as matches will be coming up in different angles across the world. Argentina, although that has been done anyway, it was played earlier today, and Argentina defeated Honduras 3-0 there. Indonesia, Curacao, South Africa, Sierra Leone will be coming up. That's the battle of the African brothers. Kyrgyzstan against Union of Russia, Football Union of Russia there. Cote d'Ivoire, Togo, Bolivia, Senegal, and you have Tanzania, Uganda. Well, let's look at the two battles of Africa, South Africa, Sierra Leone, and Tanzania, Uganda. Those two matches, I look at it as, okay, the four nations are trying to fine-tune themselves. South Africa will be facing Sierra Leone, while Tanzania plays Uganda.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good thing to actually fine-tune, like you called it. But it's not really the kind of match that I would expect South Africa to lose. No, it's not. I think South Africa will take the day against Sierra Leone, and Tanzania will also win against Uganda. Because if you look at the present or the previous, just recent performance by both teams, you would rate the home teams above all the away teams. So I believe it's good for them to fine tune. It's good for them to upgrade and keep themselves in shape. It's a good friendly match, but like I said, the home teams, I believe, in these games, they will take the day and win their matches.
Well, we've been looking at the friendly that will be coming up, Tanzania, Uganda, another one there, the South Africa versus Sierra Leone will also be coming up. On Sunday, the matches will also be played. Quickly, let's look at the fixtures for Sunday that will be coming up in the international friendly. Well, while we're looking at that, let's move on as we talk about NFF set so woo Arsenal prodigy Ethan Nwaneri for Super Eagles. Well, this a story that a lot of people are wondering that, okay, this is just a young lad. We have a lot of talent. Is it because the guy broke into, is being featured by Arsenal and now NFF are sweeping for him?
NFF are just seeking to wear a face. That's how I see it. Like, they are just trying to come and front. They are players that they should be wooing to come and play for us. More matured player. Eze is there, nobody is talking about him. There is another player in Crystal Palace, I can't really remember his name. He's a winger. He's doing good. He's a good player. They are not doing anything about seeing how those two will come to play for the national team. Nwaneri is just 15. Nwaneri is going to be a talent for the future. He's a prodigy. That's what he is. I didn't even expect Arteta to bring him on. And honestly, I wasn't happy for him coming on. I'm an Arsenal fan, everybody knows. But what does that kind of action cause to a young player of that? That's like bringing him to the limelight from nowhere. When you look at the the Arsenal team, sorry I'm shifting focus, but I need to make this point. When you look at the Arsenal team and you look at their younger players, you begin to talk about Balogun, you begin to talk about Nketiah, you begin to talk about this other one that left for Chelsea. There are other players that are actually ahead of Nwaneri. Not that I'm trying to say, earlier, just some minutes ago, I mentioned how if a player is good, he should be allowed to play. I understand. But if he's not ready and you know and you're not going to use him week in, week out, or at least bring him on some games, don't just push him out to the world. Because before he was just a prodigy, nobody knew him. Nobody knew the name Nwaneri. Nobody knew the name Nwaneri. But now you've brought him and you placed him in front of the camera. And for a week now, everybody is talking about Nwaneri everywhere. And there was a big heated argument over this guy's coming out to play, even on Talksport show, and his name is just everywhere. I don't think he needs that now, because he's going to struggle with both making sure that he meets up the standard, the fact that he has come out earlier, and that's going to be a problem. As for Super Eagles, him playing for the Nigerian national team, I think that should be placed on hold. Let the boy face his future and even do what he needs to do and prove himself. Not that just because he came on to play for Arsenal at the age of 15 and then everybody has made it a thing. He has to defeat that thing now. And that's what I think should be the focus of the young player.
Okay, now, even though they featured him now, you also are asking for that, okay, you are sure you're going to consistently play this boy or this lad for him to have that confidence. Don't play him once and drop him to the bench.
Which is what is going to happen. I'm very, very certain. You will see what I've said. Mark my word. We have seen Nwaneri come on. But you may likely not see Nwaneri come on for the rest of the season, or maybe a couple of scantily, maybe a couple of UEFA Cup matches that we've won. I don't see him coming in. There are a lot of, even the Arsenal main team already, there are a lot of players there fighting for position. Talk more of you bring in one young lad and come and then you're playing him in the face of the world at the age of 15, and he's not even ready to break into the team. I mean, I feel that's wrong.
Why do you say he's not ready?
He's not ready because, why I say he's not ready, he may be ready, but the team is not ready for him. How about that?
What a way to go analytically. The team may not be ready for Ethan Nwaneri, but right now NFF are trying to see how they can woo him down to Nigeria to play for the Super Eagles. At least he can, if everything goes well. But we just have to look inward too, not only the Oyibo players. We have to look into the our own players who are actually homegrown. Well, we just have to look at Tottenham boss Antonio Conte could be having a return at Juventus if Massimiliano Allegri sacked, and talks could actually begin with him coming back. He won't mind. He won't want to go back to Italy, where he is from, and he also wants to at least showcase his former boss's style with Juventus. Good one coming from Antonio Conte there.
In as much as Juventus would want Conte to come back if they sack Allegri, I doubt if Levy will allow
him to leave.
Yes, to leave.
Because he's doing fantastic.
He's doing very well, and things are working out just fine. So why shift focus? Why move away from where things are working to go and help a dying project? It doesn't make sense. For me personally, I don't feel like Conte would want to do that. And right now, this is not the good time for him. Maybe at the end of the season, if they can find somebody to manage the Juventus national team and maybe keep their heads above waters, maybe at the end of the season, then Conte might come in. But for now, things are going pretty well for him at Tottenham, and everybody knows Levy. Everybody knows that one is a stubborn when it comes to transfers and deals and making and bargaining. I'm very, very sure Levy will not allow that to happen. I am kind of 90% sure Levy will never allow that to happen to his team, because for a long time he has been able to put up a Tottenham team and a coach that they have been dreaming of without spending a lot. And now he has achieved it, and now you want to take away the main character that controls and guides everything. I don't think Levy will allow that. So,
and Levy did not see that maybe they should have allowed Jose Mourinho to stay for that final. It was a very big one that they did there. Well, good one. We've been talking sport. On 360 Sport, well, it has been a wonderful time. We're looking at the final. Nigeria will be playing against Algeria on Tuesday. We wish them the best, despite the fact they played 2-2 draw against the Algerian Team B in the international friendly window. Good one from Joseph Peters. Appreciate you for coming on the show.
Thank you very much, sir.
Well, as we always say, that sport is business and fitness. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Have a splendid weekend. Thanks for watching.